I can activate it, you know?
I think you're angry because you're not. You're angry that you're not trusting us as a group.
You're so right.
And I think that if you trusted the fact that I'm on it and you're on it, we know it's time. There's no arguments had. The peanut thing threw us way off, and we're ready. You know what I mean? We're ready for them roses. We're ready for them thorns. We're ready for that new graphic.
You're ready for the new intro. You're not going to hear the music that goes with it, Dustin. Oh, wow. The great out.
I think the roses and thorns. The roses and thorns. And you feel like you can go and get a thorn to put your thorn. The roses and thorns. Thorns. There's a time for roses and thorns. There's a season for every reason.
There is music playing very loudly right now. They cannot hear anything that you're saying.
Kick a Sure.
Yeah,
when you're getting a door,
right?
Roses and the thorns.
I love it. First, when I first saw the roses, I thought that was the scene from Blue Velvet, and my brain was like, "This is about to get real dark." And I was like, "Wait, no, this isn't Blue Velvet." And then it was like, "Jesus!"
I was just like, I had to think, like, okay, what's good imagery for thorns? And really, Jesus just kept coming up in my brain. So Willem Dafoe, that's him. That's some roses from a British documentary, and I think it sets the stage really well for this segment. I think
British documentary,
very much like getting crucified.
Why
for a
is
good
the
cause.
British documentary the funny part, Dustin? A British documentary.
Just Britain land is funny sometimes. Hey, you guys. Thanks for hanging out for so long and hanging out to the end of our show. And unless you're just starting now, then welcome to Roses and Thorns.
All right.
This is the part of the show where we like to sit back, kick back, crack ourselves a cold one, and talk about the latest gossips about the last show we just did. What was the ins? Who was the outs? What did Tom Schultz say? What did Kurt Brinker not say?
Man, this is exactly that segment.
Yep.
Well, Adam, since you're back from a 2-week vacay, why don't you go ahead and give us what you thought maybe was a little bit shockingly good today?
I think the visuals have just stepped up, even like
yes,
your background, the graphics, the variation of graphics. I think all of our shots. I haven't heard the audio yet. I'm gonna go back and listen to it later because I have a new microphone. But I think just the production quality of the show has just like stepped up a level. I think that's really great. I'm even though I've been trying to like segment the show since I joined the show, but it's nice to see you have like an outline. You sent us and I copied the outline for the show into a notepad just so I could follow along like the good old days. That was really cool, even though it didn't really stay on track, but I guess I could have been more on top of that myself.
We did start this year in the same room, you guys.
Yeah, that's weird to think about.
That is true.
It's like a lifetime ago.
Very beginning, right?
I'm going to give a rose to when we used to be able to hang out, and then a thorn the fact that we're not able to hang out.
Yeah. Ouch, Thorn. I'm going to give Dustin a thorn for jumping ahead in line, because it's still, I haven't given any thorns yet. No,
I was hoping you were just going to start us off, and maybe we could have a little, banter rose and banter thorns here and there. But yeah, focused on primarily yourself, Adam. I agree.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, Adam.
I'm going to give a thorn to not understanding what happened last week.
Ouch, Thorn!
Because that seemed like quite the event.
It was. Quite the event. You know what? I think, much like Kanye West not becoming president, I guess we'll never know.
This is it was the setting up the audio for this thing is a. So yeah, I think those are nice roses, Adam, that you gave out, and pertinent thorns. I'm gonna say, yeah, I think the new roses and thorns transition is fun. Hilarious. The graphics are starting to get better. I just, I think I'm gonna give myself a thorn because I think I need to figure out a better way to organize this stuff for myself. Because it is a lot more than I anticipated having to deal with.
Ouch, Thorn! Ouch, Thorn!
So, I'm going to just go ahead and give him a rose to myself, I guess.
You should.
I'm going to give a thorn to Dustin for kind of just It felt like we were floundering a few times there with like, I don't know what's coming up next.
Ouch, Thorn. Ouch.
What happened to the show? I'm working hard on the tech stuff, and now...
What happened to all the stuff that you had written out before the show today? I mean, I remember
This
reading
is happening, Mike.
a whole
This
bunch.
is happening.
This is part of it?
All you have to say, all I need you to say right here is,
Yeah.
Yep. I sure do, Dustin. God, that was an adventure. Boy, yeah.
So happy.
I love that one.
I'm so happy
Tell me
to
another
hear
one,
that.
Dustin.
But you just keep saying, Mike.
Give me
Mike,
another one.
Mike.
Mike, remember? Mike.
Yes?
Mike.
yes.
This is
Go
not. I don't know. I just don't feel. I don't feel like we're giving top quality content to the audience right now.
You know what?
When you're approaching
Feelings don't
the show.
always matter, buddy. Feelings don't always matter.
That is true. Facts
You
are
can sit here and
bigger than
feel
your
like
feelings.
this is
You're
the
right.
worst show ever. Guess what?
Someone say this is the best show we've had all year long. Sorry. Don't cross your arms. When you think you can cross your arms, don't always cross them at that time.
You're the person in charge of the show, you know.
That's that extra spice. That's that extra little flavor of this show that people enjoy. That
The chaos.
Ooh, what's happening next? What's gonna? Are they falling apart? And then all of a sudden, boom! We landed. Duck it. Much like the Pussycats doll they delivered in 2020. Remember?
Pussycat's doll.
Oh God.
you singularized it and doubled it.
Well,
It's fun.
either way, it's a doll somewhere.
Either way, yep, it is. You're right.
It's owned by a pussycat.
Yep.
Meow.
So Dustin, any roses or thorns for today?
Thank you for asking, Mike. I, of course, would like to give a massive, humongous rose to our viewers. Those people that are like you right now, sitting at home going, ooh, and going, ah. That's you typing on your screens or on your keyboards, and I thank you for it. And then I would also like to give a big rose to my senorita, Michaels McGalligans, for all of his hard works that he's doing on the show. I meant it in the familiar way.
No, it's like a senior writer. You know, in a writing team.
Senior
It's
writer,
senorita.
exactly.
Because you do all the 1950s reading out loud competition and stuff.
Like
Yeah,
our
that is
Aspros, like
true.
our
That is true.
associate producers. You know what I mean? Sometimes some awkwardness comes from shortening words, but guess what? We move forward. And that's what I like to give a big rose to Adam for, is to constantly moving forward with that train called life and working that job and coming back to us like the little cubby firstborn of bear that he is. I'd like to give a bud to Mike's
you are-
Saturday Night Strange Film for picking the strange films.
So if you are interested
like it's
in
something we
joining
can
us
work
for
on.
that, if you are interested in joining us for that, just hit me up after the show. You guys all know me. And if you don't, just message Dustin or the show, and you're invited. We're happy to invite you into our Discord for it. But
Don't be a
anyways,
Discordian, though.
I think that's all we have for today, Dustin.
I guess I did give a bud. I guess, really no thorns for me except for to Mitch McConnell. Really, that's my only thorn is Mitch the lying son of a bitch from Moscow, Mitch McConnell. I sure do hate him.
Ouch, Thorn. Ouch, Thorn.
But outside
anyways, we
of that,
all gotta say that-
you guys are amazing.
We all got to say that thing that we always say together. But anyways, 1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
I want Dustin to get rich. I think that's all for the show today. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful
get fancy.
year. We will see you in 2021.
Oh, you 2020 plus one. Fancy. 2021. It's still the 2020, but what's one more?